Hey guys, Bowser Ramos, and today I am going to bring you the Miami Dolphins at the Indianapolis Colts game preview video, going into what the Dolphins can do to win and just highlighting what has been going on with both teams.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
So the Miami Dolphins are 1-7, finally getting their first win last week against the New York Jets. And the Indianapolis Colts are coming into this game 5-3, and they're also 3-1 at home. So they've been playing pretty well at home. Now, let's get into the ESPN matchup predictor has the Dolphins probability at 10.4, even with Jacoby Brissett being out, the quarterback that's been helping save this Colts team after Andrew Luck retired and they had lost all hope. Colts are at 89.5% with a tie at 0.1. Now, when you're going to the gambling odds, spread is plus 10.5 for the Dolphins. Money line is plus 450 for Miami, minus 600 for the Colts, and the over-under is 44. Now let's get into some injury players. Devon Godchaux is questionable. Ken Webster, Devon Godchaux is a defensive tackle. Ken Webster, cornerback, out. The Rashad Jones, safety, is out. Daniel Kilgore, center, is questionable. Avery Moss, defensive end, questionable. And then now when we get to the Colts, Quincy Wilson, cornerback, questionable. T.Y. Hilton, wide receiver, out. Jacoby Brissett, out, quarterback. And Pierre Desir, cornerback, is doubtful. So that being said, the Dolphins have a decent chance of probably getting a win today. Next, points per game for the Colts, they are averaging 22.8 while they're allowing an average of 22.1. So on average, you're having pretty close games, pretty much nail-biters every time. A lot of games have been one-possession games, if you want to say that. Pretty much, yeah, all of their latest games, their past 5 games have been all one-possession games. And if not, a field goal difference, if not. Now, they are averaging 356 yards of offense, and then they're allowing 355. So, I mean, it's just one side of the ball is not better than the other. But they are second in their division, and they definitely want to get the division lead over the Houston Texans, who I believe are on bye because they just played in London. So getting a win this week would be huge, especially since they already beat them. They would have the advantage because they have a better record, and they have the same record, but they also have the win against them. Now let's see how the Dolphins can win this game. They are going to have Brian Hoyer start as QB for the Indianapolis Colts, and we got to get after him. We got to make him feel uncomfortable, even though I wouldn't say he's had success, but he played in Cleveland and he was behind Tom Brady for some bit, and now he's at Indianapolis. And he was behind a pretty good quarterback, that is Jacoby Brissett, backing him up, and now it's time for him to come in and deliver. That being said, I hope the Dolphins can really find a way to put a lot of pressure on Brian Hoyer, make him feel uneasy in that pocket. It's going to be very hard, though, because the Indianapolis Colts have a great offensive line, and it's going to be very hard for them to break through that. It's also going to be hard for the Dolphins moving the ball because one of our main receivers this season, Preston Williams, on the year, 32 receptions, 28 yards, 3 touchdowns, is out for the year. I believe he tore his ACL or something like that, and it's just not looking good for him. He's going to come back next year, and hopefully he comes out very, very well. Not only that, Dolphins need to run the ball. Running the ball is going to hopefully put us in the right place that we want to be, dominating the time of possession, making this a low-scoring game, making this a game that is more manageable for the Miami Dolphins to possibly win. Not only that, Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to have another day like he did last week against the New York Jets. That being said, Miami is going to be very tough for them to beat the Indianapolis Colts. That place has been getting pretty rowdy as of late. And Pat McAfee honestly might be in there slamming the hammer to hype up that Indianapolis crowd, to be honest. I hope he's not, because if that's the case, I'm going to be pretty upset when that happens. But yeah, Dolphins coming off a great win against the New York Jets, given that the Jets aren't that great of a team, especially since they're coached by Adam Gase, and he's just been horrendous at his offense because all he does is like screens and stuff. So it was pretty easy for the Dolphins to figure out how to beat him. Let's be honest. But besides that, the Colts are facing a different task this week with not having the guy who's been leading them to this decent season so far. So they're definitely going to miss him, and Brian Hoyer is going to definitely need to get pressure in his face and making it just a lot harder, especially with key players for the Dolphins also being out. It's going to be very tough for both sides of the game to come out with a win. So hopefully Dolphins could get a win, but honestly the Colts are pretty good. The game is tomorrow at 4:05 p.m. It's going to be on CBS, and it is in Indianapolis. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's all from me. Tomorrow is my birthday. I'm going to try to have the video up as early as possible for the post-game review. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you did, leave a like. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and click the post notification bell option. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @ByAustinRamos so you can be alerted every time I upload a video. And not only that, check out ByAustinRamos.com. I have everything up there uploaded for you guys. And that's pretty much it. And fins up. Let's get this win this week.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.